Seems like everything out here on West Beach of Whidbey Island is a little later than most people, because we get this, well, you can see it out there. We get this haze and this cold weather or cold air off the ocean every morning. I mean, this is the beginning of August. 9th, I think, is August 9th today. Yeah. And so it's nice out, don't get me wrong, but everything's a little later. But that doesn't mean we don't do good. So these are just tomatoes, bell peppers, and in this pot up here, there's some cucumbers mixed with the tomatoes. You can see a couple little cucumbers coming up in there. So yeah, just because we're late doesn't mean that we're gonna miss out. We are going to have bumper crops this year of tomatoes, bell peppers, and cucumbers. And on top of that, the corn looks good too. We've already harvested peas, onions, zucchinis, radishes, lettuce, cabbage. Pumpkins are looking good. Just everything's looking good. Actually, I'm getting ready to, I've got 2 empty raised beds now because we've harvested so much potatoes. And so those 2 raised beds are gonna get replanted. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do with my winter crops yet. I've got 2 rows here, a pea row and a fava bean row that have pretty much been emptied out, so those will be replanted. You'll see that I got some corn over here on this side too. Now this corn was I just put it in there to help the beans, give the beans something to grow on. But gosh, it's maturing as well. Usually when you have them by themselves like this, they don't do as great, but these are doing fine. But you can see the flowers on the pumpkins. Looking pretty good there. We got a few different pumpkin patches. That one. We got wax beans coming in. I think we have purple beans too over here. Yep, you'll see the purple beans coming in here. Don't know if you can see them back there. Actually, we'll do that. There you go. Purple beans, green beans. You can see the beans growing up the tunnel over there. Those are regular pole beans. There's some more pumpkins. Of course, you always put pumpkins with the tomato or with the corn, right? So there's lots of pumpkins inside the corn. Anyway, garden's doing pretty good this year. I can't really complain. And basically, it's not that much work anymore. I've got drips in. I do all the work. Most of the work I do in the spring before I plant anything, obviously, to get it ready so I don't have to work so hard during the process. However, during the fall, there's a lot of work that needs to get done too. Because what I will do is I'll clear all this out, and then I will prep it, and then I'll cover it for the winter so I don't get all the weeds, and then we'll go from there. And that makes it easy on me in the spring. Oh, something else I wanted to show everybody. This is pretty cool. There's a raspberry patch here. Got some carrots coming up and some beets. These are just miscellaneous squashes. Look at the size of those purple cabbages. Pretty cool. But no, this is what I really wanted to show you guys. So all these are seed pods on top of some garlics from a couple years ago. I leave them in for a long time. We'll use the garlic still, but I want the seeds because I plant my seeds and these are onions on this side. I plant my seeds and onions, or my garlic and onions from seeds, not from little pods, or not from the cloves themselves or the onions themselves. So it takes a couple years for them to mature, but you can see what we got going on here. There you go. Bring that in today, actually. Great onions. They taste good. They're sweet. So I do purple and white. I'm going to get 2 of them, actually. So yeah, these are little cabbages. They didn't come in as well as I would have thought. There's going to be a few heads in there. I think I bunched them together too much. Brussels sprouts, and those Brussels sprouts are going to do good this year. We're going to get a lot of Brussels sprouts this year. And then this is the potato bed. I know it doesn't look like much, but you can see that's a potato plant. All those dark leaves are potato plants. And so those potatoes are ready to dig up. I've dug up over on that side already. I dig them up as I need them. And what I do is I take the biggest potato from that potato plant that I find, and I just leave it in the ground. And sometimes they grow again. Sometimes they grow again this year. But most of the time they just go until next year. I'll give you an example. So this one here I left in the ground, and there's another potato plant growing already. Ooh, some poppies. Gotta like that. They've already flowered. And then there was another one over here somewhere under this that grew and died, so it's ready. Oh, there's actually a potato coming out of the ground right there. So maybe I'll come and get some more potatoes. But I think next year we're gonna extend this tunnel out 2 more sections. So that's 2 sections of cattle panel there. So I think we'll do 2 more, because it sure doesn't make the peas a lot easier to process. We've got pounds of peas already processed and in the freezer. And then of course over there's the orchard. So that's plums, the dark tree. We got 2 apple trees and 2 pear trees that are still going at it. The cherries are over with, obviously. So that's looking pretty good as well. And then we got Jenny. Jenny, come here, Jenny. Good girl, Jenny. She watches over everything and makes sure nobody's out here in our garden and that the little critters aren't getting into things. Anyway, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Got some sheep out there. See if I can zoom in on one of them. Meh. There you go, see? And the rest of them are over there behind the beehive and the greenhouse. So those guys will be processed here in the next couple weeks, and then we'll start over on them. All right, well, have a good day.